Hi, I'm Dr. David Calhoun. I'm in the religion department here at Lindsey Wilson College, and I'm really happy this afternoon to be joined by Jacob Schaffner and Joanna Tide, who are both students here at Lindsey Wilson, but also they are two of our Wesley Scholars. Before we get going about what it means to be a Wesley Scholar, I'm going to let Jacob and Joanna just sort of introduce themselves, where they're from, and what first piqued their interest in coming to Lindsey Wilson College.
So I'm from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, which is near Frankfort, and I first got interested in Lindsey because it was the exact sort of school that I wanted to come to. It was small and private, and I could tell that I would have like a close-knit community here. So that's what inspired me to apply. And then once I got the Wesley, I realized that there were so many opportunities for me here on campus, and I'm a double major in human services and counseling and also Christian ministries. So I just realized that there was so much I could do here, and that's what really got me loving Lindsey.
Good. Okay, Jacob.
I am Jacob Schaffner. I am from Northern Kentucky. I am from Florence and Boone County, just right outside of Cincinnati. I first got interested in Lindsey because I'm a cyclist, a competitive cyclist, and I got a letter in the mail from the cycling coach here. And so I was like, well, this is cool. They're asking me to come look at the school, and so I came down and I looked at the team, and then I also, during that time, was like really trying to figure out like what am I going to major in, and I was really feeling led at the time to look into international missions and working with sex trafficking and things like that overseas, and they started talking to me about the Wesley Scholarship and what that does, and that I applied to the school, got in, and then I was like, you know what, I should just go ahead and apply for Wesley. Applied, and same with Joanna. It's just like been one thing after another, and here I am.
Now, the Wesley Scholarship is a really great opportunity. You all applied, of course, in different years. I think you came two years apart, but we usually have about 20 or so students who apply, and there are two who are selected to be Wesley Scholars, and that's a full tuition, full ride, room and board, all that during your 4 years here. And I know that had to be exciting for you all and your family, just what it provides.
Yes, sir.
But beyond the financial benefit of being a Wesley Scholar, tell about some of the opportunities you've had to grow in your faith, to grow in leadership, and just some of the things you've done as Wesley Scholars.
Well, before I came here, I was just kind of floundering. I wasn't sure what God wanted me to do with my life. And once I got the Wesley, I felt like it was God who put me here. And so I 100% believe that He wants me to be here, and He wants me to be getting my degree in Christian ministries. So that has really anchored me in my faith, and it's really helped me to feel like I know where I'm going. And even though I don't have it all figured out yet, I still feel like God's going to lead me as the opportunities come. He's going to give me enough light for each step in my path. So through all of the ministries here on campus, I've just grown so much closer to God, and I have these great friendships with these Christians who just support me and love me, and my professors are the same way. That it's really more like a family than a campus. It really is.
For me, college is completely different for me than high school was, and that this environment's a lot more positive than a lot of the high schoolers I was surrounded with during my years in high school. And like Joanne was saying, I don't have everything fully figured out yet, whereas where I'm wanting to go, and actually we have classes here that are honestly about that, trying to help you determine what your call is in life. And so that's been a major blessing to me on my part. But it has been awesome to give back to the campus through the different ministries that we have here. I've served in, we have a Monday night prayer ministry called Ignite, where we just pray for campus and each other. We have a Wednesday night service called Life, where we get everybody that can on campus together, and we worship and we listen to a speaker, and sometimes we serve together, and that's just been fantastic. Or Alpha, where we come together and we listen to a video series. on really what it is to become a Christian and be in the faith and how to walk the walk. And it's just been a fantastic experience so far of just learning really where I'm supposed to be in life and how God's going to use me.
Joanna, you mentioned how it's more like a family. My experience has been that whenever we have, let's say, 25 or whatever people that apply for the Wesley Scholarship, you have 2 that are selected as Wesley Scholars, but it seems like most of the others end up here as well. They all get really attractive financial aid packages, scholarship packages, and it seems like from that Wesley Scholar Day on through your time together, that's when the family really starts, doesn't it, when you interview for that scholarship? Why don't you just share what that was like to come and do that?
Well, when I got here for my scholarship interview, I knew absolutely nobody. I had no acquaintances or friends, but I met people that day that I'm still friends with right now, and I've made some very close friends with people who came and interviewed with me, and it's just like having a family that is your community. You get to live among them, and you get to see them. So, like I have a Bible study that is comprised of several people who were Wesley candidates, and they just loved the atmosphere. It's just such a welcoming environment, and it just makes you feel like you really belong and you're really valued as a person. So.
Good. Now, Jacob, you mentioned some opportunities you've had to serve and to grow. How has it helped you shape your call from God? You said you were really still trying to figure that out.
Well, when I first arrived at Lindsay, I felt like I was going to be the guy overseas in the thick of it, preaching and taking the word. Whereas being here at Lindsay has really shown me that I really need to be focused on the people closest to me, and maybe not so much as a minister, but something else in the professional world, like whatever that may be. I haven't figured out yet, but that I'm not being called necessarily to be the head of a body of people, but one of the people in the body, just working with everyone day in, day out, and just providing the best opportunities possible in order to show people that I love and care for them.
Now, are you a double major too? Are you?
I was a Christian Ministries and Criminal Justice major, but I also figured out I did not want to be a police officer.
Okay.
And so right now I am just a Christian Ministries major, and I'm trying to determine if there's anything else I would like to major in.
And that's one of the advantages, is that you do have opportunities here, like you mentioned, to major in more than one thing. You can be Christian ministry major, and like Jacob said, it doesn't mean you're going to be a pastor or that you're going to lead a church. It may very well be in missions, working, like Jacob mentioned, with human trafficking. I know Joanna's been to Honduras twice since she's been here at Lindsay Wilson on mission trips, and that's always exciting to see how God is shaping our leaders. Now, why don't you just, in a kind of a closing remark, just tell everyone who might be seeing this video, whether it's on campus feed or Facebook or wherever, just why you would encourage them to come on March 24th. First, to get the application, fill it out, contact us, let us know name, address, anyone you know who may be looking to grow as a Christian leader. They don't have to be Methodist. Neither one of you are Methodist, right? We're a Methodist college, but here are 2 non-Methodists. We've got to fix that. Just kidding. But they come from different backgrounds. You don't have to be a United Methodist. You don't have to become a pastor. Just someone who wants to grow as a Christian leader and really make a difference in the world. So why don't you all just share with them why they should get the information, contact us, and apply for the Wesley Scholarship.
I would say because there's no way you will regret it. That one day that I spent coming here and interviewing and stuff, that changed my life in such an amazing way. And God used that one day that I came here to just open up an entire world of possibilities. So it's one day, you won't regret it, and you'll make some amazing friends and acquaintances. So,
like she said, you have the opportunity and the chance to not only, like Dr. Calhoun said, get a full ride, but also to make friends and really start the path on whether trying to figure out where you're supposed to be or not, and just really determining what your call is and how God's going to use you. And that's just an amazing opportunity that Lindsay's afforded to everyone.
You know what? I think I'm going to apply for the Wesley Scholarship after hearing that. That's amazing. And thank both of you so much for sharing with us. And it's just been great having you on campus. But I know that a lot of people there are going to hear and hopefully respond.